Superman and Lois is just one episode away from its grand finale, but we couldn't skip talking about this incredible lead-up to the end. Today, we're diving into everything that made this episode unforgettable. Lex Luthor, the Super Sons, and of course, Doomsday. Buckle up, because this is going to be epic. Lex Luthor. The episode kicks off with a big focus on Lex Luthor's unstoppable plan. They've gone out of their way to show how meticulous he is. There are no loose ends. All of his henchmen from earlier in the season, gone, dead. Lex leaves nothing to chance, and it feels like nothing can stop him. We even get a face-off between Superman and Lex that had me thinking, what the heck did the boys do to me? I couldn't help but compare this to Homelander. If it had been him, this fight would have been over in a minute. But here's where the Kents shine. The writers remind us that Superman's story is, at its core, about family, with the Kents at the center of it all. As for Lex, his boldness knows no bounds. He's not just targeting Superman anymore. He's out to destroy everything that ever hurt him, including Smallville itself. His hatred is so raw, so absolute, and his utter lack of empathy is chilling. The way he dismisses a man and what he did to Cheryl Kimball, pure villainy. Lex Luthor has once again proven to be one of the greatest TV villains of all time. The Super Sons. Things aren't looking so great for the Kent boys. We learn that, due to their DNA, they'll never be able to match their dad's power or abilities. But even so, this episode shows us that together, they're a formidable team capable of facing any villain. Well, almost any villain. Because just 5 minutes later, Doomsday shows up to serve them a harsh reality check. Doomsday. Speaking of Doomsday, wow. The way they handled his storyline in this episode was phenomenal. Turns out, he wasn't off in space. He was actually hiding in the mines, trying to get back to his world. And then Lex, because, of course, it's Lex, kills him again and transforms him into the monster we all know from the comics. Honestly, this might be the best live-action adaptation of Doomsday we've ever seen. Yes, Zack Snyder, I'm looking at you. This version does justice to the character while raising the stakes for what promises to be an emotional finale. And oh my God, how many times does Superman have to die in this series? Okay, I'm exaggerating, but I really hope they don't repeat that storyline. This is the perfect moment for the heroic trio to come together and finally defeat Doomsday. The finale tease. All signs point to Superman's death in the finale. The previews even show the series ending with the iconic golden S logo, which many fans think is a nod to All-Star Superman. What do you think? Could we be getting that kind of ending? For me, this episode was a perfect 10 out of 10. The climax has me on the edge of my seat, and I can't wait to see how they wrap this up. If you're as hyped as I am, don't miss my analysis of one of the most memorable episodes in Superman's history. The one where he reveals his identity. Check it out, and I'll see you next time. Up, up, and away!